What's up guys, CaveNinjas here. Today we're going to be going over the Sentinel strategy in Halo Wars 2. I'm going to be putting the leader's name up in the video here so you guys can check her out. So here's the strategy. So right away I'm going to build 2 supply pads and a power pad, I believe. Nope, 3 supply pads like last time. I'm an idiot. So I'm going to be making another infantry unit because we're going to want to be taking these power nodes like as fast as we possibly can because we want power and we want supply, baby, so we can get to making all these Sentinel actions. So I made another unit, so I got 3 units now. We're good. I'm taking these 2 units to go take this power node. We need to grab this power node as fast as possible, in my opinion. Once again, you know, I play the game a bit differently than most people probably, and, you know, everyone has their own strategy, and that's cool. This is just my strategy, and you guys will win in 15 minutes or less guaranteed with this strategy. This strategy is insane. So I made a few new units so I could go back, grab that mini base. I'm grabbing this power node, and then I'm having this infantry unit right here take more of this power so I can get more power and, you know, be able to make more things. So once again, guys, like I stressed in my last video of Halo Wars 2, you guys really need to go around the map with your infantry, and you need to go grab all these resources around the map, seriously. So as you can see right here, I don't have enough power yet to get this base. I do now, so boom, got that going. Whenever you're making Sentinels, guys, it's really important that you make a second base. You're going to want to have a second base so you can create more supplies and more energy, because for the Sentinels, it's not really about upgrading much of anything, honestly. It's mostly just you need to upgrade your Sentinels themselves, and you need to upgrade like your base, and that's really it. So you're gonna have a lot of excess energy at some point in the game, so really just use your energy as much as you can and as much as you want, because it really doesn't matter. So I'm kind of checking out my troops here, making sure that, you know, I'm getting all them resource action. So here pretty soon, guys, let's see. Oh, okay, so to give a few tips, if you've never played as the Sentinels, so to be able to unlock the Sentinels, I didn't know this at first, so, and maybe some people won't, and maybe some people think I'm dumb that I didn't know it, but the way you unlock Sentinels is through your leader powers ability. So I'm going to be unlocking it here really soon. So you're going to hold the left trigger and you're going to go down, and there's going to be this passive ability where you can buy Sentinels from your actual like main base, which is really cool. The only unfortunate part is that you can't build Sentinels from mini bases. If you could build Sentinels from mini bases, the Sentinels would be even more overpowered than they are. Now, so I'm taking this because I want to get this second power node, so I kind of got my troops together after grabbing those resources around my map, or around my base, around my area. So I'm going to go and take this other power node, which, once again, having these power nodes are essential to building your army, building your base, and upgrading as fast as you can, and having the edge over your enemy. So never think for a second that having these power nodes don't matter. I've played with teammates before on this game where literally they never go for a power node, and they never capture the power node that's right next to them, and they let their teammate, or they let their enemy get it, and seriously, it just causes tons of problems. Like, you need the power nodes to be able to you know, excel in the match and be able to beat your opponent, hands down. So as you can see, I think my teammate right here is attacking the mini base that the blue guy made. Let's see, I think that's Artiox. I think they both be playing as Artiox, actually. I'm not really for sure, but this strategy right here basically shows you how you can kick that you can kick Artiox's ass, honestly. So let's see, going to grab more of this power supplies, all that good stuff. Really, guys, at the beginning here, whenever you're doing the Sentinels, like, you really want to focus on getting as much supplies and power as possible. Like, as you can tell, I haven't really been focusing on making any units. I haven't really made any units at all except the original 3 infantry or 4 infantry that I made at the beginning. So I'm going to be coming over here to my other, you know, base, getting stuff rolling over here because I need to get rolling. You know, rolling the ball. See, here's another example of, like, my teammate just annoying me. So my teammate's over here, the yellow guy, and he won't go grab this power node that's right next to him. He has a power node right to his right that he could go get in the middle, but he won't go do it. And it's so annoying because we need to have those power nodes, and I don't want to waste my time trying to get the power node that he should have been getting when I've already gotten 2 power nodes. It's just very, very irritating, honestly. So anyway, guys, let's see. Trying to think here. Pretty soon, I either have upgraded my base to headquarters 2 or no, I haven't. Okay, cool. So okay, there we go. That's where I showed where you get the passive ability so you can build your Sentinels. So that's dope. You gotta have, you know, this is the Sentinel strategy. You're not gonna be focusing on anything else. That's the other thing that you guys need to know is that don't build anything else. Don't even build healers. Don't build anything, any units. Don't build your super units. Whenever you get your Sentinel army, to kill off all of your infantry units and build more Sentinels. You do not want one other unit besides Sentinels, and I will explain that right now. So there's an ability whenever you're upgrading your Sentinels, you can upgrade them twice. The first upgrade allows so the Sentinels have these like little buddies next to them that help them out, heal them, I think, just give them extra damage, extra health, stuff like that. And then the second ability, or the power-up, whatever you want to call it, for the Sentinels is increased movement speed. So whenever you have those Sentinels, right, let's say you created your hero. If you have your hero with your Sentinels, it's going to slow your Sentinels down a ton because your Sentinels will only go as fast as your hero. And always remember that, guys, whenever you're making armies, your army will only go as fast as your slowest unit. So you need to remember that whenever making your army. So especially when making your Sentinels. So right here you can see I'm going to start pumping out Sentinels here. I need to start getting it done. It's at the 6-minute mark. I want to be able to attack at about the 11-minute mark and be winning by the 15-minute mark. That's usually what you want to do whenever you have Sentinels. So but yeah, like I was saying, you don't want any other units besides Sentinels, because whenever you only have Sentinels and they can move so fast, you can own your enemy, because all of your enemies' superpowers, like, you know, where you're dropping down the meteors, or you're, you know, have the laser beam going on, or you have the mega beam that Artiox has, like, those powers are not going to do anything to your Sentinels, because your Sentinels can move so quickly away from it before it actually hits. You know, so it's like you don't want any other units besides your Sentinels. Your Sentinels is it, baby. It's a ride or die type situation. So going over here, grabbing these more of these power stuff. No one's grabbing the resources. Once again, guys, it's crazy. I don't know who's playing this game, but it's obviously people that don't really understand what they're doing. So as you can see right there, I'm going to start upgrading my reinforcements. I want to be able to start having a bigger Sentinel army. So far I'm doing okay. Like, I have a few Sentinels, but nothing really that dramatic. Once again, it's only been about 1:20 since I started making the Sentinel, so I'm not doing terrible. Doing pretty solid. I'm going to make some more supply pads. You know, I'm always wanting more resources. I'm a resource guy for sure. So I'm going to be upgrading my my pad here. You know, my freaking pad, my crib, up to level 3. Which is dominant. So I'm kind of looking at what I want to upgrade here. I'm probably going to upgrade the R&D passive power, just because it kind of helps you upgrade things faster. It just helps with building stuff faster, I think, too. Just a bunch of faster stuff, which I'm all about. I'm all about speed, man. So I noticed that my opponent, he's making an attack, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Like, this guy, he's going, man. He ain't messing around. Also, I noticed that he's making a lot of Hornets, which it's cool because, you know, honestly, in some situations, if you have all air and your opponent has scouted you out, but once again, our opponents never scout us out here, but if your opponent has scouted you out and he knows that you have all air and they really go for anti-air, then yeah, you're probably screwed. But most of the time, your teammates or your enemies are not going to scout you out, because majority of people they don't want to play the game correctly, which is cool. So they're just going to make whatever they want, and all of your air is probably going to completely destroy them. Now, I have to say that air in this game is pretty overpowered, but, you know, that's it. That is what it is. So I'm sure with patches and stuff like that, they're gonna fix that. They're gonna fix all the little bugs. They're probably even gonna nerf the Sentinel army, because the Sentinel army is just kind of too overpowered, and you're going to see that. So we're 9 minutes into the game, right? So I notice he has some infantry over here. I'm like, okay, so he's running infantry. Like, that's lame. His base isn't even that built up very well. I'm like, okay, this guy sucks, man. Like, obviously this guy's not doing too hot. Like, he doesn't have much stuff going on. In my opinion, I wasn't really too worried about it, so I was like, cool, I'm just going to start create more Sentinels. I have my reinforcements, the first one upgraded, so I can have 100 in my army. Gonna be creating other stuff, you know, all the essentials to Halo Wars. So let's see. I don't think I create one turret this entire game. I don't create any turrets. I don't do any type of shields, anything like that for my base, because honestly, every single one of your resources, every bit of your time needs to just go to collecting resources and pumping out Sentinels as fast as you possibly can, because that is what you want, man. So right here now, my Sentinels are fully upgraded. They move super fast, and they have the little protector drones that are around them, which is dominant. So I've got that. Everything is golden. I already know we're gonna win this because I'm doing pretty good. It's the 10-minute mark, and honestly, like, I almost have a full, complete army of Sentinels, which is insane. Like, at 10 minutes, you know, most people are not even attacking at 10 minutes. I'd say the average attack time is like 15 to 20 minutes is when people start really like gathering their armies and starting an attack, because I'd say the average game is probably 30 minutes. But whenever you're playing with Sentinels, your average game is gonna be about 15 minutes. Now, you're gonna see at the end of this game, the game lasted 5 minutes longer than it should have, and I know that sounds dramatic, and you're gonna be like, well, how the hell is that even possible? But it is possible, trust me. Like, we were being stupid. Like, we could have easily taken them out, but I kept forgetting to build bases where we would destroy one of their bases, right? And then I wouldn't build a base there, and it would just cause problems, because then they just kept building bases over and over and over and over and over again. And finally I was like, okay, this is just getting dumb. Like, it's not that they were doing good at all or sending any units to us at all. Like, it was just silly. Anyway, you just saw right there that I upgraded my air, right? So I don't actually know this. I need to look this up, but I don't know if Sentinels count as air or not. So I've always just upgraded my air, thinking that it's upgrading my Sentinels. But to be completely honest with you, I have no idea. I have no idea whether or not the air infantry, like whenever you upgrade your air infantry, if it's actually upgrading the Sentinels or not. Probably not is my guess, but because that might be a little bit too overpowered, because they're already overpowered anyway. But maybe it is the case, and maybe that's why they're a bit overpowered. So kind of checking out my teammate here. Look, my Sentinel army's doing solid. We are doing golden, man. Golden. So I almost have a full 120 army. I'm just going to start pumping these out as fast as I can. These last few. So once I get the last few of these Sentinels, we're just going to make a push. Actually, we make a push before I can even get done making all my Sentinels, because my teammate was just like, let's freaking do it. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Let's just get it done. Rip the Band-Aid off and go kill these guys. So that's good. So as you can see, I'm upgrading my advanced logistics, which basically allows me to create units faster. So just in case they do have a lot of anti-air or something, and I'm not ready for it, then I'm gonna grab my Sentinels, and you know, if they all die off or whatever, I can go back to my base and I can recreate them super quickly, because I have fully maxed advanced logistics. Which, if you don't know what advanced logistics does, it does exactly that. It makes your units be created faster. So that's golden. All right, so I'm bringing my Sentinel army. This is the push, man. This is it. So it's the 12-minute mark. We want to get this done in 15 minutes or less. That's when we want to win, you know, because it's like a normal, then it's like kind of like a normal domination map or something off Call of Duty. If you're more used to a Call of Duty style gameplay and you don't want to play a match for 45 minutes. Some people don't. So maybe this is what you want to do as a strategy. You have a bit less, more focused mind. You don't really want to be sitting there building armies for 45 minutes, right? So Sentinel army is a good choice for you if you just want to get it done quick. So as you can see, these guys just annihilate. I mean, they absolutely, it's ridiculous. They just seriously come together as one unified pack of utter dominance, and they just absolutely destroy the enemy. It's insane. Like, look how fast that guy's base went down. Like, if you weren't running Sentinels and you had something else, it would take a bit to destroy their base. Like, if you go back and watch my Artiox video, you can tell that, like, even with our scarabs and all that stuff, like, it took a bit to destroy a base. These Sentinels just boom, 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 boom. They're just taking out bases one right after another. It's crazy. So our enemy here, they noticed that we came and pushed, so they came and pushed my teammate, right? So I was like, we can't be having that shit. Now, what's really unfortunate is that this guy made like 1 million of the brute jump packers, which the brute jump packers are really, they suck. Everything else, they suck at killing infantry, they suck at killing air, and they suck at killing vehicles, but they are great at destroying buildings. They have like a super high building damage, you know, whatever, really high building damage, and it's annoying. So all these guys are attacking me. I'm like, crap, I gotta get these things done. See, they can't attack me because I'm in the air, so I'm not worried about like my Sentinels dying, which honestly, that's all that really matters. Like, even if he did take out my base, which he does actually, I think, but even when he does take out my base, it doesn't matter at this point, because he has all of his he has all of his army in these stupid little brutes, right? So whenever I destroy all these, I know it's going to take him a bit to rebuild his army. So boom, I already know that I have the massive advantage over him. So yeah, he took out one of my bases and, like, you know, good for him or whatever, but honestly, it don't matter. You know, it don't matter. That's the other tip I can give you about this game, guys, is that don't freak out. You know, there's some people that I play with, and they seriously would freak out if this happened. They would just be like, oh, my base is, dude, my base was screwed, man. My base is getting attacked. I'm like, dude, just calm down. Calm down. You need to stay calm in this game. Like, people that start freaking out and they think that it's all hope is lost because one thing happened, it's like, you need to calm down, refocus yourself, and just start, you know, boom, 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 pumping out what you need to do. Refocus your mind, make a list, and go for it. You know what I'm saying? So right here, destroy this little mini base. My opponent is owning this. We destroyed this, and see, I thought this was a game. I thought it was a wrap, right? This was probably, thought this was their last base. Well, because me and my teammate were being stupid, we weren't building bases whenever we would destroy it, right? So majority of the time, whenever you destroy a base, you want to wait and build a base there so your opponent can't build a base there. Pretty simple logic, but for some reason, our logic was not to do that. So I'm going around flying all over the damn place. This game would have been done right now. It would have been done if we wouldn't have been stupid. Like, seriously, this was the last base. It would have been a done deal. Like, this, if we would have played this correctly and not been dumb, I was just being stupid, this game would have been over at 15 minutes and 55 seconds. Boom, it would have been over right there. But, unfortunately, I was being an idiot, and then my teammate was being an idiot, and we did not create bases as we went. So it caused this problem, and so I was like, okay, they have a base somewhere, I don't know where the hell it's at, so I was like, I'll just start making some Sentinels just in case they pull some crazy witchcraft out of their butthole. Now, the thing is that you always want to be prepared, right? So it's like, even whenever you think you're gonna win, because I've had this happen a lot of times where I'm like, okay, this is a game, this is a wrap, but then all of a sudden something happens, and oh shit, all my units are dead, I didn't prepare, like, crap, and then I die, and then we lose, and I've had that happen. So always make sure that you're always prepared. Like, even whenever it's obvious to you that, oh, this is a game, this is a wrap, man. Even when that happens, you need to make sure that that you're always, you know, keeping on your units, making sure that you're always filling out your army whenever people die. So, I mean, that's the best way I can put it. Now, with the Sentinel army, guys, a lot of people they might be tempted. A little bit of temptation action, right? They might be tempted to make one of those big Sentinel ships that you can use. It's your last leader power. For the Sentinel lady, I can't remember her name, so I'm gonna put it in the video. Dominant. So, yeah, you guys might be tempted to build that big Sentinel ship, but I'm promising you right now, don't do it, guys. It'll slow your units down, and it's not near as good as having, because it takes up 24 slots in your infantry space, right? So I'd much rather spend that much infantry units on building more Sentinels. I promise you that that many more Sentinels is better than having that big Sentinel unit. That big Sentinel unit is fine and everything, but it slows down your Sentinels, and it's just not as good. It's not as good. I'm telling you, you just want to have all Sentinels, and I could say that. So I'm going to start building bases here now, finally. I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Where the hell is our enemy? I mean, even you are probably confused right now. And then I'm like, what? They have a base over here? It blew my mind. So I'm like, okay, so now we have to go over here, destroy this mini base, and this game took so much longer than it needed to take. I'm just an idiot. I promise you guys, with this strategy, your games will be 15 minutes or less. When you're using this Sentinel strategy, your opponent is going to get dominated by that Sentinel army action, I'm telling you. So, my teammate here, he takes out this base, thank God. I've got my Sentinels, I'm just like, oh, I'm late to the party. That's alright. Sentinels are kind of sad. So, I notice, I'm like, how the hell are we still playing? I mean, look at this. We have almost every base. I'm like, how in the hell is my opponent still have bases left? Like, it blew my mind, dude. I've never had to go around the map this much and figure out where the hell my opponent is at. But this is it, guys. This is the last building. This is gonna be victory for us, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe, like this video. Helps me out, man. You guys have a great day. See you tomorrow.